that we are going to be using to build this job portal or job board. All right, so you might notice this, if you've taken some of my courses before. So here we can see, normally we are in the index page and we are going to see like a header like this. Here we can simply just go to the form that will allow us to post a job. Here is the register and here is the login, and there is the contact, and this is the profile page, and there is the about and the home. All right, so here is simply this form, to allow us to post a job, and this one is right here for the register page, and this one is right over here for the login, right here. All right, so, and if we go down over here at this section, we're gonna see that we can simply just go ahead and search for a job based on a multi input right over here. All right, and we're gonna display the trending jobs or the trending keywords for the searches. All right, and right after this we're gonna see a couple of stats here and there for the job posted, the companies the job failed, and so on. And right after this we're gonna see the number of job listed right here, and here we can see just a couple of examples for our own jobs that are posted on this website. All right, and the rest of this is basically just static stuff, designs and so on. All right, so if we look right over here, this is the single page for the job right over here. All right, so we can see that all of the information about this job, the company that posted it, and so on. All right, and we can simply share it through this through these social media icons, and right over here we can see a couple of things, or also about a couple of pieces of information about this job. All right, and we can either save it for later or we can just apply for this job right away. All right, so right over here we can also see a couple of related jobs. All right, and also the rest of this is simply just static stuff. All right, so as you can see, it's looking pretty simple and it's also amazing at the same time. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun building this awesome project, and check out the resources section for this video, and you will find the code right away, so you can go ahead and follow along with it. So yeah, that will be all. So it's going to be really simple. So if you just go to your C partition right over here, I'm gonna go to the exam, and I'm gonna go to the htdocs, and I want to go right over here, and I want to grab my get interface right over here, get command line. You can use any command line that you have. You can use your standard like command line on Windows. You can just go something like this command, and this will pop up, command prompt, but I'm gonna use get. It's what I use normally. So yeah, for creating a Laravel project, we can just go and grab Laravel create project. Now we can just Google something like this, because I don't like I don't like to memorize these stuff. They're already there, we do not need to memorize them. So yeah, if we go down at the bottom, we can if you already have Laravel like installed on your machine, you can just go ahead and run this right over here, and this will create a new project. But I don't have it installed, so I normally go for this one. So if I copy this, and if I go right over here, and if I paste this in, all right, so I'm gonna call this, right, so this will be composer create dash project Laravel slash Laravel. So this will create a new Laravel project. So I'm gonna call this just job board. All right, and I'm gonna just click enter like this. All right, so it's gonna take like a minute or so to complete this. So let me just stop the video. All right, now so if we look right over here, you can see that it's actually done. So if we look at our htdocs folder, and we can go and the job board right over here. There we go. I just want to open this up with VS Code. All right, so after this is done, I want to actually go ahead and I want to go to this folder. So all I'm gonna do is just go cd, and I'm gonna you know, go to this folder. So I'm gonna go to job board like this. All right, so I'm inside job board right now. All I'm gonna do is just go ahead PHP run serve, and this will simply allow us to run the server. So we can actually, all right, so composer, yeah, PHP actually artisan serve like this. All right, so this will allow me to simply run the server. So to access the server, so we can access our own web app, we can just copy this. All right, so let me run it once more. So if I copy this, if I go right here and paste this in and go, this should actually open up my freshly created Laravel project. So yeah, and here is simply the project. Now it's opened up in Visual Studio Code. All right, so let's actually set up, the database really quick. So to set up the database configuration, we need to go ahead to the .env file right over here, and here is the part simply for connecting to the database. So we can see right here the DB connection is a type of MySQL database. All right, and the host is right here, which is simply the link that we're using to to go to our own project through the browser. And here is simply the port that we're connecting to, and there is the database name, and I'm gonna change this to job board like this. All right, so the DB username right here is simply root, and the password, I don't have any password for my SQL or PHP MySQL tool. All right, so if we just save this whole thing, if we copy the database name right now, and if we go to PHP my admin, all right, so just go to localhost / PHP my admin like this. All right, so we're just gonna wait a second until this is opened up. We're gonna create the database, and that will be all. All right, so now opening up. So if we just click on new right over here. All right, so let's actually paste this in, which is the name of the database. If we click create, all right, so here is actually our own database. You can see it, it's right over here. It's completely empty. All right, so if we just refresh this, you can see that anything is happening, any error, nothing. Everything is working perfectly. We can actually go ahead and stop the server, and we can run it once again, and we can also refresh this. All right, so no errors. So yeah, everything is perfect. So this will be all. This was short, I know. In the next video, we're gonna go ahead and actually work with the authentication system. So if we just go back, and go right here, Laravel create auth system. All right, so we go to this link right here, authentication. All right, so if we go down at the bottom, of course, there's a lot of ways to actually go ahead around this and create your authentication system. But I'm just gonna go ahead actually and go with like the classical way of creating this, which is using the UI library right over here. All right, so let me actually just go ahead and copy this right here, and let me go. All right, so we're using this to simply run the server. So let's actually go ahead and create another or grab another get command line. So if we just go ahead right over here, and if we go and just paste this, I want to actually go ahead right over here, and I want to delete this, and I want to go enter. All right, so this should set up the UI library. All right, so right after this, we want to go ahead and grab this thing right here, and we're not going to work with view. This will simply just create the authentication system based on the UI library. You can read about this, however you can read about this whole thing right over here. All right, but we're not gonna use Vue. We're gonna actually use Bootstrap. All right. So it's generating right now the UI library. So if we look right over here, this command should be used on fresh applications, and we'll install layout view registration and login views. All right, so it's gonna grab, or generate the layout, the registration and the login views, and we're gonna actually customize them, based on our interest, because we're gonna use our template later. All right, so right after this, it's gonna create the home controller right over here. All right, so right after this, the package right here will generate several built authentication controllers. Of course, it's going to generate the authentication controller, and this is the logic of the controller. Sorry, this is the logic of the authentication system. All right, so yeah, it will also grab a register controller and a login controller right here, which will handle the authentication. All right, so you can see right over here, there's a lot of stuff to read about, actually, if you are interested to read this. All right, so is it done? So yeah, if we go right over here, right under this, and if we paste this in, if we go right over here, instead of Vue, we just go Bootstrap like this and click enter. All right, so it actually install the Bootstrap, inside this. So if we go right over here, you can see that authentication scaffolding generated successfully. If we go to the project right now, if we go to app, if we access HTTP, and if we access controllers, you can see that we have this auth folder here, which has all of these controllers right over here. All right, so as you can see, there is the login controller, which will help us to log in. This is simply just the logic. All right, so we will have a middleware right here, when we will have a guard right here, which is the guest, and so on. And this is the registration controller right over here. So this will validate, the inputs, and this will create the data inside the database. So yeah, there is a lot of whole stuff right here. So we also try to access the views. If we go to resources, and if we go to views, if we go to auth right here, we can see that we have a couple of views. Here is the login, and here is simply the register views. All right, which we are gonna access in just a minute. But if we look right here, authentication scaffolding generated successfully. All right, so awesome. Bootstrap scaffolding installed successfully. Great. Now it's telling us to simply run those right over here to compile, the scaffolding, so we can actually finish up this whole thing. So if we just copy this, go right here and paste, enter right over here. All right, so this will probably take a while, so I'm just gonna stop this for now. All right, now, so if we look right over here, you can see that it added 37 packages. 7 packages are looking for funding, blah blah blah. So all what we can get from this, if we can go to our own project, you can see that added this folder, which is node modules right over here, which can which has all the necessary modules, packages, and all of the necessary tools that we will need to actually run this project. All right, and it's actually running our own project right now through Vite. And think of Vite like a package bundler, something like this. All right, it just loads our own assets, views and stuff like that. All right, so we're gonna also leave this. We're gonna actually leave this get command line as it is, and when we're not gonna touch it, because we're running. There is also the Vite is running right over here. All right, so if we actually refresh this for now. All right, so as you can see, we're having a login and the register, links right over here. So if we click on this, so we're gonna go to the login page. All right, so it's taking a while, and this is, this is a little boring, I know. If we click also on the register right over here, you can see that we're accessing the register page right over here. And I want to actually go and look at my migrations. So if I go to database and if I go to migrations right here, you can see that I have my migrations right over here. But I need to go ahead still to my project right over here, and I want to grab a new get right here, and I want to go now, because yeah, the migrations are right over there in this migration folders inside the database folder. But we don't have any kind of tables inside the job board database right over here. So we need to actually go ahead and migrate this through the command line, so we can actually generate our own tables. All right, so where is actually my database? Right over here, job board. All right, so as you can see, the database is still empty. So I want to go right here and I want to go PHP artisan migrate like this. All right, so if we just click on enter right here, so it should actually migrate this. So preparing database, and there you can see it's running the migrations right now. So if I refresh this database once more, so there you can see here is actually our own starting points. These are the tables that we should start with. The most important one is just the users table right over here. All right, so as you can see, we have now a users table. Just in a couple of minutes, we already have an authentication system running. And this is the beauty of Laravel, or actually just frameworks in general. So as you can see, name, email, password, and so on. So if we just refresh this, if we go down over here, let's see, I'm just gonna write this real quick, and this right over here, I'm just gonna go right over here at gmail.com. I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna keep the the password and the confirm password at the same as the email. And if we click register right here, all right, and let's see what's gonna happen. All right, so we're actually at the home right now. Says dashboard right here. You are logged in. So yeah, awesome. And if we actually hover over and click on this, we can just click on this and it will log out right away. So yeah, great. If we actually go and refresh this now, we should actually see our own data that we just created in a second. So here's the name, the email, the password is already hashed for us. So yeah, awesome, great. If I go ahead right now and just log out, I want to try the login. So let me copy this. Let me just go ahead and copy the email, and let's paste this and paste this also right here. So there is the email and the password. They're basically the same. If I click on login, as you can see, I'm at the home right now, which is again awesome. So yeah, this is what I have for you in this video. In the next one, we should actually go ahead and integrate our